I'm working to get 12 paintings done in the month of February. So today I did a really big restock on some paint and other supplies I needed because all of my paintings have been really big, so I've just been going through it very quickly and mixing a lot of colors, so I needed a lot of new supplies. First thing, I did get another pack of 3 of the, I say 2-inch, but it's actually 1.88 inches frog tape. I use the 2-inch mostly for my bigger paintings, sometimes 1.5 for the medium-sized ones, and then like 1 inch for my minis. But all of my paintings I'm doing right now are big, so needed 2-inch. This one's kind of random, but I got a strainer. I store all of my paint in these glass mason jars, and then when I go to clean them out, I basically make sure there's no paint left over. Like, I scoop that out, and then any paint that's on the side of the walls, I will fill the jar with water, and then it'll separate. And I don't want the paint chips and all the paint residue going down the sink. So I got a strainer so that I can collect all the paint chips. Next is a big tub of white paint. Now, normally I really like the heavy body acrylic, but I will say for white, I also will use the basics. I do think some of the colors are like ever so slightly different compared to the basics and the heavy body for Liquitex. Just depends on what the color is. But frankly, I go through white so quickly and just needed a tub for mixing all the colors that I need to mix. Okay, next up, I got transparent mixing white. I actually haven't tried the heavy body acrylic version of this. I normally get the basics version, but I feel like the bottles that those come in, and it doesn't come in a tub from what I can tell. The bottles that those come in, I feel like it's hard to get the last bit out. So they had this, and I'm gonna give it a try, and I got several bottles because I was totally out of mixing white. Next up is Prussian Blue Hue. I got several bottles. This, I used it a lot in my biggest painting that I did recently. That is dark blues, very navy is kind of what I like to think of it as, but I do need to make a lighter version of this for one of my next colors. And last up, I got light emerald green. I do have emerald green, but I feel like this is like a little more yellow toned of a green, and yeah, the greens that I'm going to be doing are kind of like a teal, but I need them to still be green. And I have a tendency to make things very blue toned. So I wanted to have this as an option just in case.